Hey guys, this is RoboEd from Life After the Cover Save, and we are here at Bally's for the Las Vegas Open 2017. I am here with Secret Weapon Miniatures, and your name is?
Kevin.
Kevin. Why don't you tell us what you guys do at Secret Weapon Miniatures for those that are uninformed?
For the few people who haven't heard of us, we do a bunch of stuff, but it's mostly hobby-oriented. So you can see we got hobby stuff behind us here, pigments and washes, and a paint line that's going to be coming out in its complete list, hopefully later this year. We also have behind us some resin bases. We have the largest base line on the market that I know of.
Tablescapes as well, right?
And then tablescapes, the lovely corner of the box behind me here, which are 1x1 tiles. You can build up to 3x3, 4x4, 4x6 tables, whatever you're doing.
Well, I'm ready to take a closer look. Okay, so there's a lot of cool things on this table, but let's start out with what is this piece right here?
That's crushed glass. It's one of the things that I personally really like, one of our products. It's generally you're going to use it for making snow. It's really just what it says it is. It's crushed glass. You use it with water effects and things like that to make the coolest snow effect. It's just one of our various hobby style products. I think it's a good example of those things. So yeah, it's a cool hobby thing. We roll into the weathering pigments. This is one of our pigment sets. So pigments are just the stuff that make your paint have color. It's the dry version of that stuff. And it's you use it for doing different kind of textures and weathering effects and terrain and things like that. The interesting thing about pigment, what pigment does that's so much different than paint is it actually has texture, it has terrain, it has depth to it because it's actually material. So it adds a lot more life to your model than using just paint to create the exact same effect. Super cool stuff. I myself just recently started using this stuff and makes me feel like a much better painter than I actually am. We have some little things here. We got our washes. We have a full line of washes. It's like, I don't know, however many are on that shelf over there that are a thinned out material. You use them to do your shading, your whatever. I think they're technically a glaze. I'm not sure. I think that's more accurate. But when they were made, that wasn't a thing that people in the hobby knew. So that's that. And then we have some of our new paint line that should be coming out in its completion, I think, this year, depending on production and how that goes. So the paint line is unique from most paint lines. People do a paint line, they're like, this is our paint. It starts at white and it goes to black. And we're not doing that. It's a task-oriented paint line. So for example, this set right here that we're looking at is for painting tires. So you have the tire black, you have a rubber color, and you have a highlight color that's all for specifically doing tires and doing weathering on tires and that kind of stuff. And that's how that paint line's developed, is it's about building a paint line based around doing a task and doing and then being able to weather that task afterwards. And from there we go into the tablescapes and our bases. There's a couple examples of the bases here. This is a scrapyard thing in our 2x2 display board tile. One of the coolest things about tablescapes is that, as you can see here, we have our scrapyard, and this is our scrapyard baseline. So you can build your army from your table up. Your table matches your bases, matches the beautiful models you have for pretty much whatever you want to put on them. They're going to be gorgeous because that's what we do.
All right, thank you. Wow, there's just too much here to really talk about. So I want to ask you before we sign off, what's the coolest thing that you've seen here so far?
This weekend so far, it's been the events, man. Everybody's having a good time. The armies are looking awesome. Like it's always good to come out to a fun event and see people having a good time playing with the stuff and having a good time with your toys, you know.
Is this your first year?
This is the first year that we've been here, yeah.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck with all your sales. So for all of you watching at home, if anything piqued your interest and you want to find out more, where should they head?
SecretWeaponMiniatures.com. We're on Facebook, too.
All right. Thanks, guys.